Hey everyone, how's it going? All right. All right, we got a couple of viewers. One might be me, but yeah. All right, we got a few more people. How y'all doing, whoever's watching? So I'm gonna do something real quick before we get started. How y'all doing? Hey Victor, what's up? All right. Um, all right, good. Hey, say we're gonna wait a couple more minutes to get more people to come in before we get started. Um, all right, we're doing another episode of the Support These Platforms and Channels. This is part 2 of the LDBC, where we talk about the channels catered to the infamous LDBC, which is the Lions Den boxing community or the Lions Den basketball community. They do sports, but they also talk about some social issues depending on the channel or the topic. Reigning woman, nice to see that you're here. All right, we're just doing some last minute invites and stuff. Make sure y'all hit that like button. There's especially some people I do need to send some links to um, that definitely need these links. All right. Okay, just gotta find them first. Yeah, there are some main people I'm trying to get to come in here. And then I'll start doing other people later on. Victor, if you want to come on in, uh, I might just invite you anyway. If you want to come on in, that's okay. But to tell you the truth, I might actually be just a specific type of people first, and then I might start just inviting free for alls and stuff later on. I mean, I might just start just inviting random people right now anyway. But all right, let me see if more people are coming in. All right, we got 4 people. Oh, I'm doing great, by the way. Okay, that's understandable. We're just talking about the individual chat channels. But if this is not the topic for you, that's okay. Dang it. Like I said, we're gonna also wait till we get a couple more people in. When we start talking about some stuff so that people don't end up missing anything. I mean, but then again, they can also watch the replay. As you know, I've decided to do the live stream a little bit. Or usually I would do it around 7 or 7:30, but I decided to do it a little bit earlier. And I mean, I might start doing more live streams around 6 o'clock, but just want y'all to know that. Let's see if anyone else has showed up before. All right. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button. Look at something real quick. Let's see. Okay, look at it. First of all, I'm going to go to one of my old live streams. Let's see, one of my old episodes. I probably should put this in the description box. I might do it later as soon as I can find it. Let's see, where is it? Ah, here it is. Okay. All right. All right. I was hoping more people would come in. Anyone? If you would like to, y'all can share this live stream so that we can help get more people to come in. That will help too. Let's see what's going on with some other people's live streams real quick. We don't have that much people. Alright. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do some last minute click-ins real quick, and then we'll get started. Today we're doing this is part 2 of the something I was doing earlier, which is talk about the LDBC channels. So I'm going to do some last minute invites, and then so yeah, sports will be involved with today's topic. So we will be talking sports and stuff like that, because that's what these people I'm not saying like the ultimate experts of sport, but sports does play a part to the stuff they talk about. So I'm going to do some couple more invites before we get started. Hopefully more people will come in later in the stream. And Victor, like I said before, if you want to come on in, that'll be good. Wait a minute. Okay. Let me look at my contacts list. That was who I was looking for. Let me create this contact. Oh, hold on. Looks, I'm going to do a little delay real quick because there was someone's contact I forgot to put in here. So, going to have a little delay. And I want to make sure that everything goes according to plan. I hope I'm not holding up long for some of you guys. Plus, we're hoping for more people to come on in as well. Okay, let's see here. Make sure I typed in this correctly. Okay. Now the next thing I gotta do is just to make sure. Ah, here he is. All right, I'm also sending contacts in, so see how many. All right, we got 6 viewers. All right, that's good. Let's see who's here. Hey, what's up, crew? We're just waiting for more people to come. Tech Miss Les, what's up? How you doing? Say I left you a link, crew, in case you want to come on in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hey, Gab, what's up? I think I also sent you a link in case if you want to come on in, Gab. All right. Yeah, so if you want to come on in at any time, there should be links to let you in. All right. Enough holding people back. So I'm going to show you a little. So today we're going to talk about the LDBC, which is a group of guys who talk about boxing. I think I already sent you the link, Victor, but just in case, I'm going to send you a link real quick. All right, I'm going to send Victor a link before he can before we move forward. All right, here's your name. All right, Victor, I'm putting a link into your email, so check your email. All right, so check your email, Victor, so you can come on in. Now, what was I about to do again? Oh, yes. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. So yeah, this is actually part 2 of Support These Channels and Platforms LDBC. As you know, they're the Lions Den boxing community. They talk some sports like basketball and boxing, because they're also called the Lions Den basketball community. I don't know if there's any other sports. They used to do football, but then they're boycotting the NFL. And there was different channels. This is part 1 because it's been like maybe a couple weeks, almost my trip in Jamaica, where I did the first part, and it's been taking so long. Hey, Victor, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. How you doing?
So I did at least a couple of the people, and now I didn't do all these channels in the last video, but these are all the different channels. Now, I believe I did Town, Cali, and I'm even going to play a little bit of this. Sports, mainly basketball and boxing content. So let me situation. I also did Quest, but his was not up here. Also, if you look into the description box in the comment section right now, you'll see almost all of the ones LDBC members I know so far, because I know there's a lot of them that are in the LDBC that whose channels, especially YouTube and channels and links and stuff. Click on those links if you want to at any time. So if you want to subscribe to them, so I did Quest X in the last video. LVZ made a guest appearance. I did. Let's see. I did Cali Enigma in the last video. So who did I do in this? Yeah, Cali Enigma. So let's see who I did. I did Blue Blood Sports last time. And I might do some of these people again in this video too. But these are just some of the people I did in the first part. But they're linked. Blue Blood and Cali's and they're linked. Everyone's links that we're going to talk about, or at least a few we will talk about, in case if I have to do a part 3, should already be in the description box and comment section for you to subscribe to. And then, of course, I did Town Business and the like I said, I might do some of these guys again for those. And I didn't get to do everyone, so I might do some of these guys again later. But I'm gonna stop there. I'm going to unshare my screen real quick. And so those are the people I talked about, Victor. So right now I'm about to set up and get ready for some more people of the LDBC to talk about. And then I'll talk about their channels. But do you have anything you would like to say, Victor, about so you can catch up to what's going on?
Okay. From what I understand, right? Sorry, I'm just under the weather anyway this week. Cold anyway. From what I understand, you are trying to have like a league from NFL.
They're
right?
not a league. They just like to talk about. They just talk about boxing and stuff, and they even talk about social issues and stuff. Now, I think a couple of them are actual boxing or sports journalists. I think Blue Blood Sports actually talks to boxers and stuff. Some of these guys have actually interviewed or met boxers and boxing promoters and go to fights. Matter of fact, I think Town Business is going to a fight that's tonight on pay-per-view between Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner. So he's in Las Vegas. So he'll probably talk about it on his video and stuff in the near future. So yeah, they go to actual boxing events and other sports events and stuff. So
yeah, like,
and you can learn more from them if you would like to, like, maybe do your own research on the LDBC. I've had talked to LDCB members before on my live streams, or talk to them when I'm in their chat rooms and stuff. So you can, but to tell you the truth, you really have to learn more from them too. But I'm just trying to help them get more, supporters to watch their videos, because they also talk about social issues that we do need to talk about in the community.
Okay, I see.
Right. So now, if they happen to get my emails that I just sent out, the ones whose emails I do have, or other links, then hopefully they'll come in as well. So let's see, who's the first one I want to do. Okay, let's do this guy first. All right. The first individual we're going to talk about today, I was hoping, I did invite him. You know, I'll do his. If he does decide to come over, I'll wait till he comes over. So I got someone else I want to do first. The first person I want to do is a guy named John Boxing P4P. So I'm about to share his screen instead. So we're gonna do him first. So If anyone who is affiliated with the LDBC that would like to come on in, please, if I don't have your email, give me your email. If I do, I will send you a link. Let me see if anyone's here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's see. Can anyone see my screen? Oh, hey, Fana. Hey, fan. Sorry for pronouncing your name. Let me mod you real quick. Hopefully you show up. I did already send you a link to come on in, so hopefully you do come on in. But I'm glad you're here. But by the way, those who are looking in the chat room right now, this is Fanay International Boxing Channel. He is one of the LDBC people we're going to talk about today. I did invite him here, and hopefully he'll be able to come into the panel so we can discuss some things more about the LDBC. But right now, we're going to go to John Boxing P4P, which stands for pound for pound, the best. Yeah, P4P is pound for pound. That's a term for boxers, as far as I know. So I'm going to pick one of his recent videos talking about Deontay Wilder. Now, I like Deontay Wilder. He's this boxer he's a WBC champion. What John Boxing talks about is the hatred that he gets not from international fans who happen to be racist, but from Americans who are racists, yet they want to cheer the American fighter, but when it happens to be a black fighter, they go on their racist tirades. This is him defending and supporting Deontay Wilder and calling out the hypocrisy of the American boxing fans, especially the racist ones. Why are they hating on? They talk about patriotism, yet they're hating on Deontay Wilder, who is an American boxer. So I'm gonna play this video real quick.
In Russia that we have never heard of.
Hold on, let me turn up my volume so that people can hear. And the volume of the video. Alright. And the volume of my Google Hangout. And yours as well, Victor, so you'll be able to hear. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to play the video.
Right? Yeah.
Alright, let me start all over. There we go.
Okay, let's talk about Deontay Wilder for a minute. All right. See, Deontay Wilder, since the retirement of Floyd Mayweather, Deontay Wilder has become the man for the American fight fans to get behind us. You know, even though we fought so fight, but Deontay Wilder kind of took over the role of Floyd Mayweather, or you can say Andre Ward, because Andre Ward didn't give us enough, in my opinion. You know, he didn't stick around long enough to give us he didn't give us the fighter that Floyd Mayweather gave us. You know what I'm saying? And I think Deontay Wilder is now taking over that role. This is why he's having a lot of people talk about it. He's getting a lot of hatred from a lot of people, and he's getting a lot of love from a lot of people. But the thing is, I think that it's kind of weird how people are now trying to shove off this man's accomplishments, shove it, you know, down the toilet and say, well, he hasn't done anything. But when we're talking about these fighters that he's fought, and fighters that other fighters fought, we think, you know, well, he fought this guy at the top this, he fought that guy at the top that. Well, that's why sometimes I hate boxing fans. I really do, because they nitpick. They pick and choose and who they want to big up or disrespect, you know, based on their accomplishments. And all these fights that Deontay Wilder has fought, you know, a lot of people don't want to recognize it because, again, they got some things in their minds and their heart for this guy. Either they hate him or love him. And, you know, Deontay Wilder, like, again, he's in a position where he can use this negative attention or positive attention to just motivate him to want to either prove or continue. Prove these haters or doubters wrong, or continue to be someone for his fans, because he does have fans. A lot of people want to say, well, he don't have fans. He has fans. He has a lot of boxing fans in here in the States. But there's one thing I want to just shine the spotlight on. Okay, I want to shine the spotlight on this. There was a video that was made by someone, and I'm not gonna sit there and talk about the uploader, because uploaders can do what they want. But it's the people in the comment section that's really um, it's really starting to be disturbing at a point. It's starting to be like child's play. You know, it's like, are you really serious when you say dumb shit like this? Why would you think of something and leave it? I mean, do you not or rethink what you say, or do you not look at what you say, or you type? This is what's wrong with boxing fans today. You know, for them to say that Tyson Fury is the reason why Deontay Wilder did well in America. Okay, and listen, kudos to Tyson Fury. But I think more so of these guys is just looking to, and the sad thing about that, with these guys, most of these guys are from America. These guys are from America that are stating this bullshit. Okay? But when we throw numbers at these guys, like numbers that Wilder did or Fury did in the US market, or hell, even Joshua, when we throw numbers at these guys, well, you know, they can't, they talk and they bite their tongues and during the process. So when this guy said that Tyson Fury is the reason why Wilder's numbers were successful, because people tuned in to see Tyson Fury, how can you believe that your own fucking words? How can you believe that? Why would you say something so dumb? You know, it's like me sitting in America today, and there's a fighter in Russia that we have never heard of, right? We have never heard of, or we heard of, but we really didn't get to see because they don't fight on our networks, you know. And we say that, oh yeah, we got American heavyweight champion of the world, but we're gonna ignore him and view and bring our attention to the guy that we never saw fight on a network before. That is so fucking dumb. You know, that is the dumbest thing and that people actually made a video and tried to argue that narrative that Tyson Fury is the reason why Wilder was successful on pay-per-view. Like, people in America tune in to see Tyson Fury. Guys, listen, Tyson Fury is a great boxer, but he's not the boxer that fight fans want to see. What gravitated these fans to the pay-per-view numbers is Deontay Wilder's knockouts. Deontay Wilder was sold as a knockout artist. People tune in to see knockouts, okay? And when I see and I hear idiotic shit like this, I'm like, what the fuck? No one tuned in to watch Tyson Fury. They tune in because this man Deontay Wilder is giving us what Mike Tyson gave us. He's giving us knockout regardless of what fighters in front of him. He's knocking everybody out. He has knocked out everybody out except for Tyson Fury. And that's what the fans was like, oh shit, we got American heavyweight champion. Because the best thing to American fight fans have is an American heavyweight champion. And this is why people tuned in to see him. This is why you saw more famous guys talking to Deontay Wilder. Okay? And a lot of guys from America, you know, sorry to say, but most of them were Caucasian men that group behind, you know, Tyson Fury because he's a white man. That's usually what happens in America when it comes to this boxing shit, you know. But I get annoyed when I see dumb shit like this. I get annoyed when fans talk and think like this, that Tyson Fury is responsible for the pay-per-view numbers when his numbers were televised in our network. His numbers are garbage. Just like Anthony Joshua's numbers are garbage when they're televised on our network. What is it that you guys don't understand about viewership? What is it that you guys can't put two and two together and figure out? Deontay Wilder does million views when he fights on our network, Showtime. Showtime. You know, not a lot of people got Showtime, and yet he still can bring in a million views. It's like with the fight with Luis Ortiz. Is Luis Ortiz pushed out to the boxing world, the boxing public like that? No, he's not really. He's not really promoted like Deontay Wilder. He's not really out there in the public. He can't even speak English. But he still shook up the minds of these boxing fans with his master Deontay Wilder. Okay? You got two heavyweights fighting each other with cutting power. People tune in to watch it. Okay? 1 million views. You know, Tyson Fury, when the last time he fought in the United States of America? Hell, even on our network. What, Steve Cunningham? You know, he fought Steve Cunningham on our network, right? I think he fought Klitschko on our network. And those numbers sucked. the viewership, the American viewership for that big fight with Fury and Klitschko sucked, right? Just like Anthony Joshua and Parker viewership sucked on American networks. It sucked. But Deontay Wilder's doing millions of views all the time. So when people say Tyson Fury generated, no, he did not. It was Deontay Wilder. That clearly shows you that people choose to hate Deontay Wilder based on emotion. They don't have and you shouldn't have a reason to hate any fighter anyway. You can be a critic of a fighter, but there's no reason you should actually hate a fighter because these fighters ain't done shit to you to give you a reason to hate them. This is what I don't understand. A lot of these fight fans are putting themselves in a position where they think that these fighters are against them. They act like they're going in a boxing and fighting these fighters, and they allow themselves to get emotionally tied to these fighters to the point where they actually hate these fighters. They do anything and say anything they can to try to shoot these fighters down. And you see that a lot going on YouTube. You see that a lot going on, especially American fans. You know, American fight fans are mostly doing this shit. And I think it's very disturbing and disgusting. You know, I look at it like this. When it comes to boxing, why don't we treat it like the Olympics, right? And I'm not talking about fight fans across on the other side of the globe. I'm not talking about y'all. This is our fight fans in America, right? Most of them are so patriotic, very patriotic. Colin Kaepernick. Every time I look on, social media in regards to Colin Kaepernick, even some of the guys made a video on YouTube about Colin Kaepernick. They're angry at the guy. They hate the guy because of his protest or what he's protesting against. You know, they use, he's disrespecting the military for their excuse to be angry at the guy. Knowing the fact that he's not disrespecting the military, he's making a point, okay? He's making a protest like Tim Tebow didn't protest against the military. Like Tim Tebow didn't take a knee during the national anthem, but that was just swept under the fucking rug. But still, yeah, these guys are so angry at Colin Kaepernick, right? They're showing that they're so patriotic, right? Just like with the fucking Olympics. Anyone watch the Olympics in America, knowing damn well they're not going to go for another country to come in and take the fucking gold from out of the United States. They're going to be 100% USA when it comes to the fucking Olympics. They're patriotic. So what the fuck's the difference? Why can't the same energy be applied to our fighters? When someone's coming to our country to take something out of our country to go back to their countries and be celebrated with their fans, with their fucking fans, not you, their fans. Why can't you sit there and have the same mindset as many of the real boxing fans in America do? So you're not coming into our backyard and take something that belongs to us and going back to your fucking spot to celebrate. You're the only American idiot fans that's doing this shit when it comes to boxing. But you're so patriotic to other things. You're so patriotic to things that give us a reason to be patriotic for. But when it comes to boxing, why can't you be patriotic on that department? Why can't you be patriotic with that? But you're so wanting someone to come in your own fucking backyard and take something out of your fucking refrigerator and go back to their fucking home and feed their families with. And while you sitting there celebrating, but on the other side of the fucking pond, while they're sharing that goal with their whole entire country, while you stuck in America look like an idiot. This has been going on for a long fucking time. Again, this is not me saying, disrespect the foreign fighters. No. This has nothing to do with disrespecting. The fact is that where is the patriotism in these fucking fans? Because these fucking fans are so patriotic when it comes to other things like soccer and all these other great sports. But when it comes to an individual sport like boxing, there's no patriotism. There's I don't see color. The hell you don't. Okay? It all boils down to what everybody knows what it is. Okay? And this is why I ask people, where is the patriotism when it comes to boxing? Because it's there. Other countries across the world are so behind their fighters. They do not do what boxing fans in America do. This is why we are the fucking laughing stock when it comes to boxing. This is why people come in here with fucking the mindset we're gonna take money and go back home with it. Because these boxing fans are stupid. Let one of our fighters go in the backyard of another home. We would get booed. You know what I'm saying? We would get shredded to pieces, and I admire that from these fight fans across the globe. I admire that 100%. I don't care if you don't like the fighters in America, right? But show your fucking appreciation for them because you're not doing it. You're not in the ring getting your head getting bopped up upside your head and represent all these fighters that's fighting now, that's currently fighting, some way, somehow represented the United States of America. Okay? They represented the United States of America, whether it's in the amateurs or hell, even in the pros. They represent the United States of America. That means they represented you. You. The guys that are saying, I don't like Deontay Wilder because he has chicken legs. You are the biggest moron in the sport. I'm getting angry. But anyways, this is my take on this shit. This is my thoughts about this shit. Okay? I'm not saying you gotta be the fan of fucking Wilder. You don't gotta do anything to support Wilder. But still yet, you cannot come on here and talk about, oh yeah, I'm a patriotic. You ain't no goddamn patriotic. You only patriotic when it comes to a certain fighter. Okay? And I see a lot of these channels on YouTube that's doing this shit. They want to sit there and lay out this red carpet and put all of Deontay Wilder's flaws on it so everybody can see it, but not want to pay attention to what the great thing Wilder has done in the sport. Right? Like these fighters that are across the globe or foreign fighters ain't got flaws. Like these guys that have never taken a loss. Like these guys that never cherry picked or ducked. Like these guys that never fought a bum before. But we want to lay out Deontay Wilder as this whole entire list of flaws, and you want to pick on it and pick on it and pick on it and overlook the great things that this man has done. But his great things outweighs the flaws that he has anyways. Y'all never can argue why Deontay Wilder hasn't lost yet convincingly. Y'all cannot argue that shit. Because if Deontay Wilder was so goddamn bad as a boxer, why no one that's elite has ever taken advantage of Wilder's flaws and beat him and expose him to the point where he lost convincingly? Wilder should have been lost a long time ago the way you guys talk about him. He lacks talent. He lacks this. He lacks that. Well, hell, even a C-plus fighter should have beaten him. But he's getting victories. He's giving you what Mike Tyson gave you, knockouts. We want to admire somebody else from across the globe that's bringing knockouts. But no, fuck Wilder. Fuck Wilder. What has he done? What do you mean what has he done? What have other fucking dudes across the fucking country done? Across the globe done? We want to admire that, oh, he's knocking guys out. He's knocking his out, you know? You American fan, y'all suck. Y'all fucking suck. If any of our champions win a title, okay, and say we represent America, do not fucking pick your heads up. You bury your heads in the goddamn toilet and make sure it's shit in it when you put your face in it. Because you guys that are so against these fucking fighters from here that's representing you, when these fighters win a championship or win a belt, or hell, even if this country wins something, a gold, or does something significant for our country when it comes to sports, so do not raise your fucking head up and say, yeah. No, you bury your face in the toilet with shit in it, okay? Because you show that you're not a supporter of the fighters that's from here, that's representing you while you disrespect them.
All right, that is John Boxing, P4P, the best. Once again, the P4P stands for pound for pound. So yeah, he got some really points. Basically, they are disrespecting Deontay Wilder, who's the WBC champion. They're really disrespecting him because he's a black fighter who is undefeated and no loss, and he's like in the same boat as Mayweather, never lost a match. And a lot of these racist white boxing fans don't like that. And yeah, he talks about events like the Olympics and stuff, which, by the way, boxing there is a boxing event in the Olympics. Well, but that's another story. But that's mainly for amateur boxers who are competing for the gold medal. But that's another story. But yeah. He talks about how we're all of a sudden patriotic when it comes to the Olympics and stuff, but when it comes to Deontay Wilder's fights, we have to boo the racists boo Deontay Wilder just because he's black, but yet he's representing America and they're cheering for Tyson Fury, who happens to be a white boxer. And this day, he also brought up the Kaepernick situation. So, Victor, do you have anything to say about that? And the same for anyone in the chat.
Well, J Dog, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised from my, I watched I heard about the fight between Wilder and Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a British Caucasian boxer, not really made a lot of impact like most boxers in the UK, like Lennon Lewis or some other boxers I know in the UK. And also the funny aspect is that over the years, it has always been our people in the Americas, in the United States, that have been holding that flag for boxing. You have the likes of the great Muhammad Ali. You have the likes of Sugar Ray Leonard. You have the likes of Mike Tyson. You have the likes of Mr. Evander, the real deal Holyfield. You have all these boxers that came out from the from the US. You have the likes of President Deontay Wilder. You have Money Mayweather, never lost a fight. But funny enough, the thing is that this so-called Caucasoids that have all these issues with our boxers, because I call them our boxers anyway, because they are the ones that even us in Africa will look up to. Like, let me give an example. Mr. Evander, the real deal Holyfield, he was trying to start, I think he was trying to start a boxing this in the US, I'm just saying. And he was trying to start like a boxing program in the US. And I'm sure they would have given him, like, we know how the US treats our people there. The guy had to come to Nigeria, not just Nigeria. The guy had to come to Lagos, Nigeria. And the governor of the state, I think this was last year or last 2 years, the governor of the state had to bring him in because this is a guy that we know is a good pound-for-pound boxer. So, Lagos State in Nigeria is a boxing state. We like to fight. We like to box. We like to watch boxing. We are a great fan of boxing. We have a boxing history. So the Lagos State government said, well, for Evander coming to Lagos, he had to invite him. And he started a program of boxing, like helping youths, bringing youths from the streets and teaching them how to box, because Lagos State is known to have good boxers. Like, we've had great boxers in the past. So, and funny enough, on one of the Nigerian channels, Evander is also advertised every time, because it was a big thing for him coming to Lagos State, because Lagos State is a state of hospitality. We take in any guests, wherever you are. And the fact that Evander has opened a boxing program in Lagos, in the state. And so is that program is going to benefit a lot of us in Lagos State, a lot of people that want to go into boxing. We don't know who the next boxing champion will come out, maybe the next 10, 20 years. But see, that's the thing. We need to always respect our own, because the Caucasoid society will always want to look down, even though the guy is 20 times better, faster, stronger, more aggressive, more pound to pound. I can't call any Caucasoid boxer in the US or anywhere that has done so much damage in the last 50 years. It has always been our people, from the likes from Joe Frazier. I can go and call all the names of our great boxers. And also in Canada, there was a guy called Ruben the Hurricane. So it's our people are the ones like at the top, undefeated. So people saying that Deontay Wilder, right, is a top dog because or a top boxer because he's fighting Fury is useless, because Fury is to me, is just a regular British boxer. He's not even up to the likes of Lennon Lewis or Anthony Joshua, who is of Nigerian and British, and those guys have never lost a fight. Tyson Fury is just, to me, is just like British society hyping the Caucasoid. But the guy doesn't really
White Hope.
You said?
The Great White Hope. That's
To
what they
me,
talked about.
yeah, but the thing is that the guy hasn't made, like, I've seen all his, I went through his bio. The guy has not really made any impact. He's not making impact like Wilder. He's not making impact like Anthony Joshua. He never made impact like Lennox Lewis. Okay, he never made impact like Tyson. Okay, Larry Holmes. He never made impact like all those boxers I've mentioned. To me, he's just a regular boxer. And so when these people with a reprobate mind are pushing this mediocrity of a boxer, because to me, Tyson Fury, you know, I don't see him as one of the tops. And for someone to say that, oh, Deontay Wilder, who is, I have to go through Deontay Wilder's statistics. He hasn't lost a fight, and if you're in the boxing if you're in the boxing business, if you're in boxing and you haven't lost a fight, you're a big dude. You're more than a champion, like a triple star champion. Okay, so it's because the fact that Tyson Fury wanted to step up his stats, and that's why he had to fight Deontay Wilder, because this is also trying to determine who meets Anthony Joshua, who holds like 5 belts. Okay, Anthony Joshua is a black British boxer, also of Nigerian origin too. Okay, so it was never about Tyson Fury, and for them Caucasoid racists saying such, it's not about Tyson Fury. It's about Deontay Wilder, and not just about Deontay Wilder. It's also who's going to meet Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua currently is the Triple Crown world heavyweight champion. He has 5 belts. He knocked off one of the Klitschko brothers. He made so much noise that he's going to beat the small boy. But Klitschko was 41 and Anthony Joshua was 27, and Joshua knocked the guy out. We have a historic uppercut that Joshua gave Klitschko, and Klitschko was rolling the mat. Because the referee had to make sure that the match was, we didn't want to kill the Ukrainian that made so much noise that he was going to deal with the young lad, not knowing that Anthony Joshua was equal to the task. So it's never about Tyson Fury. It's about Anthony Joshua and also Deontay Wilder. Because currently now, those two guys are the biggest things in boxing right now. And I'll keep on saying it.
I think it's just Deontay Wilder.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. Now we got a special guest. No, I'm sorry. I was hoping for you to come in. We have a non-international boxing channel in the house. So how you doing?
I'm well, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hold on for now. I'm going to ask Victor one quick. What do you think of the John Boxing channel so far? Would you?
Yeah, I for me, this is my first time in seeing it. So from the commentary, I think it's a good thing that we need to talk about our, not just, we should talk about our people in sports and how the system always tries to downplay them, even though they are the Triple Crown best. It's like, for instance, Usain Bolt is the fastest man, and the Caucasoid media was trying to bring the guy down. They were testing his blood constantly, not because they thought he was using drugs, but they wanted to know what gives that guy that ability to run 9.58. And apart from that, over the years, it has been African American track and field guys that have been holding that sport. That from the likes of Carl Lewis to Ben Johnson. We have all these runners, and they keep trying to downplay these people, even when they perform exceptionally. So apart from the fact that in America, where they have all this thing, worldwide, if a black athlete does exceedingly well, they always have that reprobate mind against us. Okay, so This is a good channel where we need to talk about things like this. I'm very happy that such a channel is on YouTube, because, people say, oh, Usain Bolt, let me give an example. People say, oh, Usain Bolt, maybe he's on drugs. I'm like, drugs? Like, you guys are trying to find out what makes him fast through his blood. You guys know that he's not using drugs. Like, I had to watch the guy's documentary, Usain Bolt. And that guy trains, like the training manual he's on is crazy. I wouldn't attempt it. I used to run back in high school, but I wouldn't attempt the training manual that Usain Bolt used to, achieve that speed. Like the guy is running with weights tied behind his back at that top speed. So when such an athlete goes on the international stage, man, he destroys that. He's like he's faster than Speedy Gonzalez. Okay, 9.58. That's it's when I saw that in 2012, man, he was crazy. So with channels like this, not just for African American, and we can also talk about athletes, our people in other globally, So yeah, I'm open for that.
All right. Fanon. Since you one of the guests of honor, we want to hear your. Well, first of all, you probably know because you and John Boxing are fellow LDBC members. So, but what do you think so far? How's it about what Victor said?
Well, I mean, I caught Victor in the middle because I was on my car. I was getting out of my car, but let me go back a little bit, man, and talk about the LDBC because that's something that you put in your title, and that's the reason.
Right.
That's the reason I wanted to come.
All right.
Okay. Do you mind me doing that?
Go ahead.
No, if you don't want me to, I can respond to Victor. Answer your question first. It's your platform, so I want to do what you want.
But not go ahead because a lot of people need to know. I need to know more about the LDBC. So, and because you're the guest of honor, go ahead.
Okay. Well, let me do two things, man. I'm going to address what Victor. Is it Victor?
Yes, it's me.
Yeah, I'll address what Victor said at the same time. Look, man, there's a YouTube boxing, man. The discussion about boxing, talking about boxing on the platform YouTube, right? It's a lot of different channels. There's a lot of different people because YouTube is the number 1 platform where fans can discuss boxing. Before there was YouTube, there were different websites. I'm getting Victor, you hit mute.
Hey, someone needs to mute.
There's Victor. Okay, that's it.
All right, he's mute.
Yeah. So look, let me tell you how it came about first, and I'll try to be quick about it.
All right.
Before there was YouTube, there were just a bunch of different websites that people had where you could talk about boxing. People would put out a news article, a new fight would come up. Max Boxing was one, Eastside Boxing was another. Boxing Scene has a forum, and a lot of people were talking about boxing within those forums. But it would be a situation where you had to type in your opinion, and it was related to an article that was put out by the media. When YouTube came in, there were some channels that really kicked off doing videos about boxing and talking about boxing, and the first people to do that were channels in what was called the YTBC, the YouTube boxing community. The main guys in that were guys like Blood Boxing, 78 Sports TV, Mr. Boxing Today, who talks a lot about heavyweights. You also had guys like D-Style Boxing, who's a Mexican cat, really bright guy who talks about politics, talks about boxing. And so people really started interviewing fighters, talking to fighters. I think 78 Sports TV was interviewing guys like Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia. And then you had people like Fight Hype who came in and started interviewing guys like Floyd Mayweather Jr. and doing like videographer, ES News and all the sort, right? But eventually what you found up happening was in the and I guess I should have said this before, in the comment sections of the forums that were there before. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure. There was a lot of shit that went on, man. Like a lot of like blatant racism, a lot of, if you spoke up for Floyd Mayweather Jr., you were every kind of N-word, coon, monkey, spear chucker. all kind of shit would get thrown at you, right? But then when we moved to the YTBC, initially it was on YouTube. It was initially channels that could talk with each other, but then as more people transitioned from talking about boxing in those forums to talking about boxing in the comment section of YouTube videos, the same thing started happening again. Really around Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. So where there was this big thing about Pac-Tards and Flow-Mos and a lot of battle about that. And then from there, 78 Sports TV, who was one of the pioneers of talking about boxing on YouTube at all, said, look, we got to separate ourselves and stop talking to all these other clowns. We're going to do something called the Lions Den Boxing Community. And it's going to be where we can talk about black fighters around the world, because it's not just black fighters in the United States. The black fighters around the world, black fight fans can talk about black fighters in our own little community. Basically, it was just sectioning off of the YTBC to avoid a lot of the trollism and things that you're now seeing take place in the comment section of channels that are in the LDBC. So that's and I was in the comment sections of the Eastside Boxing and Max Boxing was where I was. Man, it was like you didn't even want to pay a compliment to a black fighter, because if you did, you were getting shot up, getting called everything. So then I switched over to the YDBC, and I was like just listening to videos. But I was like, I don't really want to talk about boxing, because every time you try to speak highly of Andre Ward or speak highly of Floyd Mayweather Jr. or speak highly of Shane Mosley or whoever else, you just get inundated with a bunch of shit. Excuse my language. A bunch of just, and I mean the most ardent of the racists would be on top of you, right? But then when the YTBC started, I was like, okay, well, now it's the time I'll start a channel. And so that's what the YTBC is. It is a community of people that not just upload videos, but talk to one another about boxing matches that are coming up. And they're predominantly black fight fans and black channels. And it's not necessarily just American. We've been one of the biggest proponents of Guillermo Rigondeaux, one of the biggest proponents of Guillermo Rigondeaux, the biggest proponents of Luis Ortiz, and were the biggest proponent of Anthony Joshua. Before anybody else was on top of and praising Anthony Joshua, and by the way, Gennady Golovkin as well. But that's because they are great boxers. But once Deontay Wilder, switching on to the subject about Deontay Wilder, once Eddie Hearn came to the United States talking about the transatlantic deal, how he's going to take over American boxing and how he was going to take the fighters from the PBC, which is Al Heyman, right, and the fighters that are represented in Al Heyman, people started to turn on Anthony Joshua. Because Anthony Joshua now does to black fight fans in America doesn't represent an African champion. He represents Eddie Hearn and the traditional model of a European promoter telling, and because you got to understand that while Eddie Hearn was promoting Anthony Joshua, he was tearing down Deontay Wilder. And all the stuff that you heard about John Boxing, because I did listen to that, all of the conversations that he made about that were really just the same people that are fans of Gennady Golovkin, the same people that no matter, like, I'm not sure how big of boxing fans you guys are, but, you know, Roman Gonzalez, and there's never been a real appreciation for black fighters and what they bring to boxing, and even less than the black fighters, there's a lack of appreciation for the black fight fan, who along with the Mexican fight fan are the top monetary contributors to the sport of boxing in the world.
Wow.
And that's what it's about.
Oh, okay. I do watch boxing matches, especially from the PBC. I like the PBC events and stuff like that. And I like some of the boxers like Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder. I even like boxers like Terrence Crawford, even though he's of top rank. So yeah. Right now, what I did for John Boxing is his link should also be in the description box and comment section, but I also put his link in the chat room for people to subscribe to. So also, if people come back to watch the replay, his link will be up, will be there, and also in the description box. So if you have not subscribed to John Boxing and like his channel and want to, support. I gotta remember about that word subscribe, but the support his John Boxing's channel. There's the link in the description box, comment section, and in the chat room, so you can go click on that link and give him some support if you know what I mean. All right, now since you brought up 7-8, and he was actually in the chat room, I'm not sure if he's still in. I'm actually going to do his channel next. So he was basically he's basically the brains of all. Hold on a second. So basically, he was kind of like the brains of the LDBC and stuff like that.
No, man. I wouldn't say that, man.
Oh, okay.
Look, there's a bunch of different channels that are members of a community. It's like, who's the brain of a community? You know what I mean? It's a community of people who all have their own opinions, have their own channels, have their own, but it's just a way where people support one another. We help each other's channels grow. We debate and we talk amongst one another. It's essentially it's Lions Den boxing community.
All right.
And the way that I view it is it's a community. If you have a bunch of people who are all boxing fans who want to talk about boxing, who don't feel like getting called the N-word anytime that they say something, you leave the general area where that can happen, and you go somewhere where you can talk about boxing amongst friends. So the Lions Den boxing community is literally a community of boxing fans that speak to one another. It just so happens that 78 had like 50. Now he has, congratulations 78, but I wouldn't pay his video through your live stream, because I would suggest you just put the link and have people go to it. But if you play it, that's a little bit of bad form for 78's channel. I don't think maybe John Boxing wouldn't mind, but that's a little bit of bad form. But it's a community of people who want to talk with one another, and we do disagree often. For example, the biggest example of somebody disagreeing with LDBC members disagreeing with one another is this conversation about who's going to win between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. Like, when you mention that you like Terrence Crawford, I never miss a Terrence Crawford fight. There's never going to be a Terrence Crawford fight where I don't do a video about Terrence Crawford, where I don't try to promote Terrence Crawford. I'm a big Terrence Crawford fan, and I think Terrence Crawford, is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Right, and he doesn't have to be with the PBC. I just believe that about him. Similarly, but a little bit to disagree with Victor about Tyson Fury. Dude, Tyson Fury, in my opinion, is a beast. Tyson Fury can fight. Tyson Fury is no fake at all. Tyson Fury got a chance. I would favor Tyson Fury against Anthony Joshua. And I knew when I did the video I did my prediction about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, I predicted a split decision win for Deontay Wilder because Tyson Fury is that good a boxer. The advantage that Tyson Fury has over Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder is that he's always been a boxer. He's been a boxer since he started boxing when he was 6 or 7 years old. Anthony Joshua picked up boxing when he was 18. Deontay Wilder picked up boxing when he was 19. Tyson Fury is a fighter's fighter. And I would say that regardless of whether or not he's European or whether or not he's African, whether he's American, he is that damn good a fighter. It just so happens that Deontay Wilder has a special talent, and that special talent cannot be underestimated. Because in boxing, the talent that Deontay Wilder has is the best talent that you can have, which is the ability to switch your lights off with one punch. And he's shown that with everybody that he's come across. But You know, there are Irish channels who are members of the LDBC. There are American channels who are like straight up like European American guitar playing, weed smoking dudes who just like talking about boxing and appreciate when you really have good boxers. You've got members of the LDBC like Black Fight Fan TV, who is one of the biggest fans of Vasily Lomachenko that you're ever going to find. I'm personally a big fan of Canelo Alvarez, you know? So, you know, when you hear a lot of these people like blasting on the LDBC, it's because it's a community and because it's a roughly 70 to 80,000 subscriber community. They're not going after the LDBC because of what we say. They go after the LDBC because of the number of people that support the LDBC. And like I said, that's 70 to 80,000 people. But you also have the new media, people who are not in the LDBC who are in the new media, like Dante's Boxing Nation and Boxing Ego. They're also they also get a lot of heat from the same group of people, you know, but they're just kind of independent operators. But you know, I just wanted to give you that background on the LDBC and give you my viewpoint on that, man.
All right. Oh, and in respect of 78, I put his channel in the chat room so that hopefully people will go and subscribe to him, or at least if they watch the replay. Also, his channel link will be in the description box and comment section. Hey, is it okay we do your channel next then?
I mean, yeah, man, just put a link in there, man, because you don't really, I mean, you know, man, there's a lot of guys will do, and I know that you're not doing it that way. There's a lot of guys that will take the content of other people, man, and play. Just link it to the subscription. But what I would advise you to do, man, is I would like to have you. I mean, if you have a viewpoint that you have, J-Dog, because I see you in my live streams a lot, man. It's just, you know, get on the channel and talk about what you want to talk about with boxing. Victor, you as well, man. So, for example, man, you got like rough with 436 subscribers.
Yeah,
talking about boxing, man. You know, jump on my channel, jump on a live stream, you know, jump on a live stream on my channel. And man, we can push, you know, I've been able to get people 250, 300 subscribers just by having a conversation and asking people to subscribe, you know. That's the purpose of the LDBC. Channels like yourself that want to get out there in boxing, that will take a chance and talk about, you know, even representing guys like John Boxing, 78 and Sports TV and myself. You know, we want to introduce you into the community. Say, look, man, there's this cat, J-Dog 8807. We got another, my man, Victor, who's, you know, a Nigerian cat who's got a channel. You know, look, man, why don't you guys give these cats a shot? And then, you know, we can have a live stream. There might be 15, 20, 30 people on the live stream, you know, allow you to get your voice out there about boxing. You know what I mean?
We're technically not boxing channels. We just talk about different things, like what's going on in the black community. Talk about
it doesn't matter, man. You got Bottom Line Santee Walton. Bottom Line Santee Walton doesn't just do boxing. Bottom Line Santee Walton does a lot of black consciousness videos. He'll talk about a lot of political issues that are out there. You have channels like Ticket TV who does the same thing, and he does basketball. You have Say Less.
I know about Town Business. Yeah, he talks Town Business. He talks about stuff other than this.
They all do, man. That's what I'm saying. It's just a community of people that are talking about a lot of different things, man. You know, that's what it's about. It's just like, I mean, when I'm talking to you, dude, I feel like, you mean I'm not here talking to the people in your live stream. I'm here talking to you, J-Dog. I'm telling you, man, look, you want to grow your channel. You want to talk, you know, you want to talk about different issues. You got a viewpoint that you want to share, man. Look, man, share it. And I'd be more than willing to put you out. You know, I think I got maybe closing in on 20,000 subscribers, and of not the subscribers, there's, you know, probably another 6,000 or 7,000 people that will listen on a regular basis that'll come by the channel. I mean, you're an intelligent cat. Victor's definitely both of you guys are definitely intelligent cats. And we just want to work together, man, and, you know, and work and allow each other to have access to each other's accomplishments, you know? But I got to bounce in a second, man. I just wanted to come in and thank you for coming to my, you know, you invited me when you were on my live stream this morning. I definitely wanted to stop by and give you a shout out, man, and thank you for coming. And I hope you take my invitation to show up to come on the channel sometime.
All right. Do you do like weekends or conversations? Because I know sometimes you do conversations like on days at work, like you do like shows like at 11 or 12.
Yeah, I do it in the mornings. I do when we can. Yeah, we do. I usually do mine 10:15 a.m. Central Standard Time in the States. And then on the weekends, you know, whenever I try not to go at the same time that other channels that I know are on. But man, I do them during the weekends, man. We can, you know, just shit, hit me up, man. Tell me what time you want to try to do it.
Yeah, because I work a Monday through Friday job. I work on those shifts from 8 to 3:30. So yeah, that's why I get breaks like for like 15 to 30 minutes, like including 1 30-minute lunch break. So I won't be able, because I work in a government building, I won't be able to like communicate with you except for in the chat room. But
you got my email. We don't have to do that. Just hit me at the email, man. And whenever you feel like doing one, when you're at home, man, hit me up. I work from home.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Work around you, man. I work around you. Just let me know what you want to do.
Oh, okay, that's good. I do want to talk about some of these other channels. But I do have a list of all the different channels because right now I'm just showing my actual screen where I of my live stream. These are all the different people that I was going to talk about. We got Ticket, we got Town. Matter of fact, I did talk about Town. This is actually part 2 of the LDBC conversation. This is episode 10 of Support These Platforms channel, but this is part 2. Where we talk about mainly the LDBC. I did part 1 where I talked about Town Business. I also talked about Blue Blood Sports TV. I talked about Cali Enigma, who I also tried to invite. I actually tried to invite a lot of you to come on over, whose emails I do have or who are my friends on YouTube or other social media sites. And then I do talk to Underrated Darkness every once in a while because I do go on his chat, his live streams sometimes, and he sometimes come to mine. So,
are you Eastern Standard Time? Are you Eastern or are you Central? What time zone you in?
Eastern time because I live in the East Coast.
Oh man, you should come to the Smoke City Mobcast, man. It's a real good conversation. That's on. I think that's 8. I think that's 9 o'clock your time.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I know y'all do that on Wednesday. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I will come over one day on Wednesday.
Yeah, man. Hit me up, man. And I get you the Junior Truth. I get you the link. Hey, Victor. I hope all's well, man.
I think I'm already subscribed to the Smoke City Mobcast.
Yeah, Junior the Truth. If you don't know Junior the Truth, man, Junior the Truth is the cat that'll get you the link for that.
Okay. Is there any way I can get like his email or he's
a channel, man. He's a channel.
Oh yeah. I do have a channel. Yeah. I could give y'all
and I'll link him and I'll link your email.
Okay, let me give you my email real quick.
I have it. You sent me an email, right?
Okay, yeah. Just give all the members of the LDBC my email. So, you know, if they want to talk to me or something like that, that'll be great. I mean, there are some of the LDBC who already have my email, but for the ones who don't, that want to talk to me or want or anything, yeah, just give them my email and the link and stuff, and that'll be great.
All right, man. I already did it.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, I just did it. So I sent it to Junior the Truth. And let me actually CC you on the same note. Hold on one second, J-Dog.
I also have backup channels, but this is my main one, J-Dog 8807. I also have a Black Junction channel. I've been trying to get a lot of black content creators to talk about the Black Junction channel, and I'm also going to start trying to get them to talk about the Blitter. These are black-owned social media sites. There's Black Junction has two sites, blackjunction.com, which is like their Facebook model, and then
I'm
their
familiar with Black Junction.
yeah, and of course Black Spot TV is their YouTube style channel, and then there's a Twitter like website called blitter.app or htt blitter.app. It's not .com, it's .app. I actually haven't just made a new account, and that's like the Black Twitter, but they don't have an app no more because some racists accused them of racist and tried to get them banned from Apple. So now they created a website called blitter.app. And you also check it out.
Hey, we'll do, man. Hey, but look, I got to run, man. Thanks a lot for having me on, man. And I'll catch up. I sent that email.
All right, thanks.
All right,
I
man.
do want to talk about some of these other channels, but thank you anyway.
All right, man. Hey, thanks a lot, man. I'll talk to you soon.
You're welcome. All right. So, oh, by the way, Fanon and 78's links are in the description box, comment section, in the chat room. So make sure y'all subscribe to Fanon International Boxing Channel and 78 Sports TV. All right. Next, we're going to talk about Mr. Town Business. Well, I mean, I know I talked about him in the last part, but for those of you who may not know who Town Business is, we're going to talk about him again. So this is Town Business. So let me make sure everyone can see the screen. So this is Town Business. So let's see. We're going to pick this video to talk about, or we'll probably play a couple videos.
Yeah, man. This is just real funny, man. This just like made my day, man. I got to get straight to it. So let me get this straight. Not only is Sergey Kovalov a suspect racist, he's a woman beater too. I'm just laughing at the fact that, you know, every time you look around, you hear people making these comments about Floyd Mayweather being a woman beater allegedly and all this type of shit. Now that Sergey Kovalov has been arrested for allegedly punching a woman in the face who didn't want to accept his advances. Last time I checked, I could have sworn Sergey Kovalov is married, but, you know, nevertheless, it is what it is. So let me see if you motherfuckers gonna make Sergey Kovalov woman beater jokes, right? Because y'all love to do that with Floyd, right? You know, the black dude. So let me see if y'all gonna make all these videos calling Sergey Kovalov a woman beater like y'all was doing Floyd. Probably not, because Sergey Kovalov is white and Floyd Mayweather is black. And, you know, I know people gonna say, oh man, why are you making this about race? Because pretty much it is. I'm enjoying every minute of this. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, it's only because y'all got called out, man. Y'all motherfuckers stay exposing y'allself. Like I say, the shit is just funny to me. But nevertheless, dude, I'm loving this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving this shit. So let's see. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers is on notice. I'm out.
All right. This is Town Business's channel. So his link to his channels, and he actually has two channels. They both should be in the comment section and in the description box. This is I'm just going to give the link to his main channel. So if y'all not subscribed, here's his channel. Now I'm going to do someone who is not didn't talk about in the other video. Let's see. We're going to talk about this individual right here. I think this is Ben. I believe it's Ben Saucy Boxing. So basically, he has a lot of short videos. So, but all right, let's talk about this one he made last month about Deontay Wilder getting robbed, because Deontay Wilder did get robbed. He should have won that fight, but it ended up being a draw. So let's talk about this one. This is Ben Saucy Boxing.
Ben Saucy Boxing. You know what? I'm going to leave it at that. If you know, just hit that like button and subscribe. I'm going to kick it right off. The Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight, good fight, hell of a fight. just was watching, I don't know what the fuck they was watching because Wilder won that fight, man. It was so clear. Wilder came out, quick jab, athletic, won the first 4 rounds, easy. Some of you motherfuckers is sick saying Fury won that fight. Now, Fury won some rounds. I can't take that from him, but he might have lost the first 4 rounds easy. Then got dropped in 2 more rounds. How the fuck can you win a fight after that, man? The little rounds you was winning is not going to be enough. Now, I'm going to say this. Wilder took his foot off the gas in a couple of rounds and was, trying to figure out Fury. Because Fury had a nice defense, man. He had a way of dropping his head and avoiding that big right hand. But that wasn't enough. He got dropped and still got knocked the fuck out. 12th round, man, that boy hit the canvas hard. Slowest count I ever fucking seen. When I seen people, first thing I'm telling them is, did y'all see that slow-ass fucking count? Referee giving them every chance to get up. Slow count. He didn't want to get up. Let him walk this way, stumble this way, stumble that way. Man, I'm going to tell you like this. In any other fight, when somebody drop and they out like that, usually the referee come wave their hands in the little X motion. It's over. Man, they cheated my boy Wilder out of this fight, man. I'm not mad. It's a good fight. It's going to make for a good rematch, but let's keep it real. I know a lot of people wanted to see Wilder fail. He didn't fail. He won. He won by knockout last night. They just didn't give it to him, man. They let Fury hang in there just to, screw my boy Wilder over. But hey, it reminded me a lot of the Kovalov versus Ward fight. Second fight, Wilder gonna knock him out. He should have knocked him out this fight. He did knock him out this fight. They took it away from him. Now I will say this, Tyson Fury, he had a decent chin, and he had heart. He was in excellent shape. Some of them rounds that he got dropped in, he got up and fought. He hit fucking Wilder with a few good little shots too, though. I gotta admit, my boy Wilder got a chin. He got hit with some pretty tough shots, and he ate them. Never dropped. I ain't never seen my boy Wilder drop. Got a chin. Best chin in the heavyweight division. Best punch in the heavyweight division. He's the best fighter in the heavyweight division. Now, if you ain't feeling what I'm saying, let's argue. Leave me a comment. If you disagree, please let me know. Please let me know. Let me know what y'all seen. I've seen the fight live there. I haven't seen the replay. I want to watch the replay to see if there was something that I was missing, because a lot of people that wasn't there, they was telling me different shit. Like, I had homeboys hit me like, oh, yeah, I thought Fury won and shit. But, maybe watching it on TV or pay-per-view was something different. So y'all let me know.
All right, that was Ben Saucy Boxing. All right, hold on a second. All right, that was Ben. I'm going to click off my screen real quick. All right. All right. And they don't just talk about boxing, and they talk about issues. So the next thing I'm going to pick a topic that doesn't do boxing, but has something important to talk about. This is when he was talking about the Chris Rock's incident.
Saucy Boxing once again. That's being Saucy Boxing. Now, I normally don't do videos like this. I usually stay out of that type of shit. You feel me? But it's getting to a point where you can't ignore this type of shit, bro. These motherfucking white Peckerwood ass honkies is getting outrageous with this racist shit they saying. And I'm saying this because I'm talking about the ones who keep disrespecting this. Now, I don't know if y'all seen the video, but Chris Rock is sitting down with Jerry Seinfeld and Louis C.K. and I don't know the other white man name, but Chris Rock, he talked to the white guy. He's like, you're the blackest white guy I know. Then Louis C.K. come out and say, he said, oh, so you basically said I'm a ninja, I'm not going to say the word because I hate that word, with that ER on it. But he said the full word. And he went on to say it a few more times and shit. And Chris Rock laughing about it like it's funny, like it's okay, like he been letting him say that shit, man. He's a fucking coon. Chris Rock is a coon, a sellout. He's not cool. I'm not supporting nothing that he in no more. And it's funny because I used to watch some of the reruns and everybody hate Chris. You know, he ain't really on the show, but he's doing a little voiceover. But I'm done with that. I ain't fucking with nothing Chris Rock in. He's a fucking sellout, man. That dude ain't cool. And Louis C.K., I've been knew he wasn't cool. I don't know. I've been hearing shit about him for years. You feel me? I used to watch his little show, but once I start hearing the rumors, I've been felt back. And now I see everything I thought was real about him. And guess what? The only person that tried to check him and stop him and said, nah, that's not cool, he's not allowed to say that, was Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld looked uncomfortable and didn't like the fact that they were saying that in front of him. He's the only one that felt that way. Chris Rock was a sellout, man. He looking like, oh, I always let my white friends. You know, my boy Town Bennett JS, he been warning me about this shit for years. Like, man, you can't let none of that shit slide because, you know, you start letting them slide, you going to hear this shit all day. And he right, man. I got to admit, man. You know, my boy Town right, man. You can't let that shit slide at all. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? They ain't one of us. They can't say it. You know what I'm saying? They can't say, I don't say that word. I don't say, I ain't never said. I mean, you know, I don't say the ER, man. I say the N word around my people. I don't say it to them. I don't use that shit in mixed company. Because you start saying it to them, they feel like, you know what I'm saying, they can say it back. And they ain't going to say it right. So I don't say it at all to them. When I'm talking to, you know, other people, I use other words. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they don't feel comfortable saying that shit, man. You feel me? I ain't with that shit. I'm too old now. You know what I'm saying? I'm 35. I'm not with that shit, bro. You feel me? You know, it's different. I'm going to say this, too. You know, it's some white dudes that's from the hood, and they know how to say it, and they know when not to say that shit, and they ain't going to never say it with the ER. And then there's motherfuckers, you feel me, who ain't never grew up in the hood in their life, and they just going to say what the fuck they going to say, and they big. You know, they say it about us in private all the time, man. I'm not making exceptions for none of that shit. That shit to get your ass knocked out. I don't give a fuck. I'll catch a case, man. Nigga disrespect me like that, bruh. You feel me? Say that shit in front of me, period. You ain't got to be saying it to me. Say shit in front of me. It is going to be a problem. And, you know, Chris Rock is sellout, so of course he probably been letting this shit happen all his life. You got to be one of them type of guys in this Hollywood shit, I guess, but that shit ain't cool. He ain't got my support. Anything he in, I ain't fucking with it.
All right, that's been Saucy. So I realized you were still in hold on a second. My dog is in here. Sorry about that. Sorry for the extra noise. Come on, Diamond. All right, sorry for the little interruption. My dog was in my room. I usually do not let my dog in my room when I'm doing my videos or streams. I know, Victor, you're still in here, so I just showed you two people, Town Business and Pin Saucy. What do you think about both channels?
I've been listening through the channels, and yeah, it's something I'm new to. Commentary about our boxing, and also the fact about Chris Rock. Anyway, I'm not surprised. Anyway, seriously, we coons in 2019 and sellouts need to be put away nicely. So yeah, it's very annoying. That's my take on it.
All right. Well, I just put down both Town Business's link and Ben Saucy Boxing's links. So, yeah. So, anyone who wants to subscribe to them or support them, go to their links and then also if you want to check out the replay and stuff, you get the description box and comment section where you can look at the links. So, now we want to get into our next entry. Famas athlete. Forgive me if I pronounced his name wrong. Ooh, shoot. Looks like I only have the link I put in for Famas is a link of one of his videos. I'll have to change that link a little bit later. Looks like he's in a live stream right now, so we're not going to go to the live stream. Let's see. Yeah, all right. First, I want to show you his channel real quick. So, Famas Athlete. So, boxing, entertainment, music. So, let's see. We're going to. All right. See, what video do I want to do? All right, we'll do this one on Terrence Crawford.
Famous athletic. So what is athletics? Feeling hate on my peers, this used to pedal the slowest. Now you pedal the fastest in a circle of motion. Same moved up and weight, ran out of opponents, so it's time to. Famous athletic in the building for that weigh-in.
All right, hold on. I think we have some issue with the sound on this video, so I'm going to pick another video instead.
Famous athletic. So famous athletic. Yeah, we put in that work today.
Yes, sir. You're gonna get me right.
He's a beast already, though.
So basically, he just shows videos of different stuff, and then he'll just put text and stuff like that. So I think we'll just have to stop there for now. So I'm just gonna put that. The link should already be in his in the comment section and in the description box, and also I'm gonna put the link in the chat room. So I guess that's how he. I guess that how he does some of his videos, but yeah. So hold on. So we're gonna go. All right, I'm gonna put his link into the description box. So we're gonna pick another individual. Box barbershop confirmation. I want to do his next. So we might not get to all of them. If we can't get to all of them, we'll just once again do a part 3 in the near future or something. So, but right now we're going to do barbershop confirmation next. So let's see what video should we do. Let's see. It looks like barbershop conversation mostly shows the events and stuff. All right, we'll do this one right here.
Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So I appreciate the subscriber that sent me the link for Bob Arum going off on Al Heyman. Per usual. But it's so ironic that he says he's ruining boxing, and yet he's following his mantra in terms of getting TV deals. Amir Khan is still advised by Al Heyman. So it doesn't make any sense. He sounds like a jealous stepson, you know, as it relates to him and Al Heyman. He can't keep Al Heyman's name out of his mouth. But December 1st, Deontay Wilder, that 175 kid, was a top ranked fighter, and he fought Adonis Stevenson. So the fights are being made, you know. Obviously, the most polarizing one is Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. But at this point, if you believe Bob Arum at this point, that's an indictment on your character. That's an indictment on your
gullibility. I mean, he puts out great sound bites, and it's hilarious, it's amusing, and it's going to make headlines. I'm going to do a video on it, and someone else, quite frankly, is going to do a video on it. But at the end of the day, do you believe him? No. And he's following right behind Al Heyman. He has a card February 2nd at the Star Center, if I'm not mistaken, or June 26th. One of them days, he has a day at the Star Center. Who was the first promoter to put, or advisor to put on at the Star Center? Errol Spence versus Ocampo. So at the end of the day, we know where the truth lies. Is there business deals that don't want to get done? Quite frankly, I can't answer that, but he's jealous. Bob Arum at this stage is jealous. He's losing his handprint, his footprint on the boxing community. He's not the guy where everyone had to go to get a fight. And on a certain level, I get it. I'm a man, and I understand how power feels. I understand how it feels to be appreciated when you walk in a room and everyone is admiring you because of the accomplishments that you have done and still foresee potential in you. But right now, there's no potential in Bob Arum. I think Bob Arum is pretty much maxed out. Whatever he gets is probably just going to fall in his lap. I think he's beyond Hall of Fame material. He's in heaven of fame. He's been you got to respect the man's longevity. A man's ability to do something for 50 years is quite frankly amazing, and still be profitable. Thank God he got that ESPN deal. In terms of media, Bob Arum is great for boxing. He keeps me out the unemployment line, quote per se, So, but anyways, man, Bob Arum is just being Bob Arum. Why would he compliment Al Heyman? Why would he? Right? Until he gets the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight, right? Why would he? He's just manipulating the media, and as he should. I've been covering Bob Arum too long to fall for his tactics, and so many media members fall for his tactics because they want to go to lunch with him. They kissing his ass, and I can just tell. If you have a relationship with Bob Arum, I understand you protecting him. But if you're chasing a relationship, you're the fool. So, anyways, man, Bob Arum is being Bob Arum. He's a jealous stepson, and that's basically it. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to subscribe, but I do want to say congratulations to Terrence Crawford for getting a quality opponent. If he wins this fight, he will get 100% credit from me. I think that for a half a fight, Amir Khan is as good as it can get. He lacks discipline, as we know, as the fight goes on. He sits in the pocket too long, and he gets timed up, and the fight's over. That's pretty much how it's gone for the duration of his career, big fights, But I'm actually glad he got the big fight. Amir Khan got a big payday. I think base salary, he's getting paid more than Terrence Crawford, but hopefully Terrence Crawford gets it on the back end. Terrence Crawford, you got to get on your PR wheel. I'm not going to sound like a broken record, but I told you a year and a half ago that this day would come, and you didn't believe me. You didn't take my advice. Your sister cursed me out. Not cursed me out, but she disagreed with me. That's another word. And that's basically, so anyways, man, Terrence Crawford, you got to come see us. I'm talking about media. Definitely, you need to start as soon as you land. I think you guys got New York. I'm uncertain if you're coming to LA. I hope you come to LA. That'd be exciting. I would definitely show up. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Good luck on your press tour, and hopefully your numbers do well. I know you're up against Danny Garcia, and hopefully boxing fans will watch that fight for free and buy your pay-per-view. I stand by what I said. I support people who support me. And if you're asking me to spend $75 on a person who doesn't support me, I'm the fool. If I don't hear him on, Bomac has been on True Boxing Talk twice that I know of. if he doesn't go on Trill Boxing Talk or reaches out to media such as me, I won't write an article on him, and I'll just do videos on him, because the articles in which I write is the pay-per-view audience. And between my two papers, I have over 100,000 subscribers. So it's do what you do. The new millennium, the YouTube media, they're learning to buy pay-per-views. But these 50-year-old men, these 50-year-old women that I talk to in the newspaper, they still buy pay-per-views. So he's going to have to reach out to us, and that's just the reality of it. So, but anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, man, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Bob Arams be Bob Aram. I genuinely am happy for Terrence Crawford that he's getting another pay-per-view. Hopefully it doesn't bust. I think a successful number for him, you guys may think like this is ridiculous, but I think anything over $100,000 is anything over 100,000 buys is a success.
All right, we're gonna stop the video from there. So basically, what Barbershop is talking about is how this white promoter named Bob Aram, who runs Top Rank, is jealous of a black promoter or manager by the name of Al Heyman. Al Heyman is currently running the show for PBC, which is the Premier Boxing Championship. And Al Heyman is doing a lot of good work over at PBC. He's bringing up a lot of good cards for boxing. And the only thing good Bob Aram has is Terrence Crawford. And I mean, it's not hating on Terrence Crawford, because like I said, I'm a big fan of Terrence Crawford. But Bob Aram is not happy that Al Heyman is getting to do all these big shows, boxing events and cards, and not everyone is kissing Bob Aram's butt, especially not Al Heyman. Al Heyman is running the place, is running the show over at the PBC, and let's just say a white promoter just can't stand a black promoter. Al Heyman is the kind of person that shows that that black people are not just the athletes. They can be the promoters. They can run sports things. As you know, Ice Cube runs Big Three. They can be coaches. They can be team owners and stuff like that. So that's what Al Heyman shows. And Al Heyman has been doing a good job. And some white people like Eddie Hearn and Bob Aram is just jealous of that. So Victor, and as for Barbershop Conversation, he does a lot of good interviews and likes to do a lot of good videos. So I'm gonna put his link. His channel should already be linked to his channel should already be in the description box and comment section. But I'm also gonna put his link in the chat room as well. So what do you think about this channel and about Al Heyman, Victor?
Yeah, it's a good channel, which is good to yeah, it's one of those channels that will really go a long way on YouTube. Yeah, white promoters hating on black promoters, or couples of promoters hating on us, we the people.
Can I interrupt you for a second? The Barbershop Conversation, his real name I believe is Fred. And Al Heyman, that's not Al Heyman. That's Fred, whose channel is called Barbershop Conversation, but his real name is Fred. But yeah, but he is talking about Al Heyman, how Al Heyman is doing a lot of good things, and how Bob Aram is just hating. But so back to what you were saying, Victor. Just wanted to clear that out.
Yeah, definitely. They don't like our progress. They feel that we're just good in just the sport, that we can't promote the sport, or we can't be the administrators in the sport. We can. Let me give an example. Like back in my country, we have basketball leagues, all kinds of leagues and everything. And the fact is that we have to. The fact is that they will always hate on us. Definitely, if we're trying to promote. So that's just the problem. That's just the issue. Yeah.
All right. I'm about to. We can't do all of them, I guess. So, I'm about to do one more. And if we can't get to all of them, we'll just have to do a part 3. So,
I think I'll be hanging off for a while. I'm under the weather. I'm not feeling too well.
all right. Well, I'm just gonna do one more real quick, and then we'll stop for today.
All right, all right. Thanks, J Dog, for the invitation. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, so we're going to talk about this individual right here. This is the last person, and if we want to talk about more LDBC people, we'll talk about them in possible part 3. So this is Ticket TV. So we're going to play one of his videos. So we're not going to play a long one. So I'm going to try to find the shortest one. Oh, we'll play this one about Chris Paul. This one's a basketball topic, but we're going to play this one.
Another one. All right, you guys. So it is your boy Ticket TV back at y'all with another one. Just like all the other ones. If you're watching this video, you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Follow me in the LDBC on all social media outlets. That's the Lions Man basketball and boxing community on all social media outlets. The links are all in the description box below. Go to tickettgmedia.com. Sign up today. It's free. That's my website, shop at Ticket TV merchandise store. The link to that is in the description box below. Shout out to any and everybody who show love to the channel with your donations. Link to donate to the channels in the live chat room, as you guys see going across your screen during this chat, and in the description box below this video. All the links in the description box below this video. Now, let's get to it.
All right, we won't be able to play this video because there's something going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop for tonight. So I'm just going to give the link. Maybe in a part 3, or another time. So I'm about to click off because I'm about to stop myself. All right, so yeah, so this is all the links. So I'm about to finish up. Thank you for everyone for watching this live stream. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you for your time, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. So peace, everyone.